The maritime industry is believed to be a cash cow of any economy, and developing it with feasible and flexible laws to aid the ease of doing business and profit generation is key. The Nigerian maritime industry is a major sector of the Nigerian economy, though plagued with various challenges affecting the optimal delivery of the industry from being a blue economy to a green economy. This facilitated the review of some bills governing the operations of the industry and some agencies of the industry in a two-day public hearing held at the National Assembly on Tuesday 15th and Wednesday 16th of March 2022. These include bills governing the operations of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, the Nigerian Maritime University, Okere Nkoko, the Coastal and Inland Shipping Cabotage Act, the Merchant Shipping Act, and the Act establishing the Maritime Development Bank of Nigeria. Arriving the National Assembly is the President of Women in Maritime Africa, WIMA Nigeria, Mrs. Rollins McFoy, a maritime expert with over 20 years in the industry, who is also the CEO of Ocean Deep Services. She is the first female Nigerian to own a crewing and manning company, training seafarers and ensuring their employment on board vessels. She mans an approximate of 10 vessels and is extremely versatile in the area of maritime safety and security. The hearing was declared open by the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Right Honorable Femi Bajambiamila.
Ladies and gentlemen, invited guests, honorable members of the House of Representatives, it is my honor and privilege to declare this public hearing open and to wish you productive deliberations. Good morning and thank you.
The President of WIMA in Maritime Africa, WIMA Nigeria, Mrs. Rollins McFoy, representing the association, a stakeholder in the maritime industry and the first female to have a maritime academy in Nigeria, in collaboration with the Marlins Maritime Academy, Glasgow, UK, made submissions on the bills, amongst other industry stakeholders invited for the hearing. Her submissions were resounding, drawing the attention of everyone present.
Our submissions are as follows. We are in agreement with the reform of cabotage, in the sense that the real essence of cabotage has not come online because the vessels are not yet ours, and our Nigerians are not taking over all the vessels from captain to the least, and we have been on this for close to probably 18 years and thereabouts. So, and if there are no waivers given, we question that how have the vessels been operating? Because there is supposed to be an understanding of every officer on board all the vessels, which gradually takes off the foreigners. But today, we still have them occupying key positions in the vessels working in our water. Secondly, we will talk about Okere Nkoko University, and I stand here as a prime manning agent, as the first female to own a crewing and manning company in this industry, to tell us that we have, from our submission, we have qualified seafarers, and with Okere Nkoko and Oron, what can other countries do that we cannot do? Nothing. And the only way to do this is to have that 12% to empower this crew and to get the best. My company mans like 10 vessels, and these children from Oron, Oceanography and Co. have taken vessels that I man to Bangladesh, to Dubai, to Ukraine and all that, and they have come back. So why are we saying they are not capable? The point is that our COC is what is demeaning our crews. Next, we talk about the disparity between the Nigerian Maritime Administrative and Safety Agency, the Nigerian Navy, and the Merchant Navy. which is supposed to be referred as the Coast Guard. In other countries, we have a command for Coast Guard, Nigerian Merchant Navy. Their issue is to talk about, security, rescues, search and rescues and all that. That's what Coast Guard does within the inland waterways. And Nigerian Navy is supposed to be about the sovereignty of the nation when the attack comes or when things goes out of the nautical miles that are accepted within the country. So that needs to be reviewed. So a Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency comes, as an administrative agency. So if this has to be separated, we need to have, there has to be an enactment for Coast Guard, Merchant Navy. We are talking about seafarers. Is there any command for seafarers? No. Maritime Workers Union is not a command. So it has to be enacted and it has to be removed from the MASA and probably under the Ministry of Transport or something, but let there be a disparity and let there be responsibilities known. Then we talk about lastly, our point will be on the Maritime Bank. There is a dire need for Maritime Bank. We've been on this in the last 15, 18 years. And then, of course, as a woman, with breaking the barriers that is on now, where when this Maritime Bank is going to be set up, because I read what is already on for it, we need to know the percentage of women.
Yes.
That have to be directors or workers or members of the board, because I think we are not doing so well, because all of that Minimasa and all that, MPA and all that, how many women are in the board? So if this one has not been created, let it be known now that we are interested.
We support you.
One more minute, please. Finally, may I say that the problem we have is not basically the laws, but the implementations. Because if implementations are properly done, then these lacunas would have been noticed and would have been brought back to the House, and then we shouldn't have been here now, if implementation is done duly and sincerely. With these submissions, we adopt what we have submitted, and I say thank you.
The two-day hearing was an expose to industry challenges as laudable suggestions, contributions and submissions were tendered by key stakeholders, namely the former WIMA Africa Continental President, Mrs. Jean Chiazo Anishere, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, a maritime lawyer of great repute of Jean Chiazo and Partners of Yanyi Chambers, Barrister Ufong Usoro, the Managing Partner of Paul Usoro & Co., and the Pioneer Director General and Chief Executive Officer of NIMASA and the current President of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, who is also a WIMA Nigeria Ambassador. Mrs. Ife Akerele, the Pioneer Director General and Member Board of Trustee Nigerian Chamber of Shipping and an Ambassador of WIMA Nigeria. Barrister Obiageli Obi, former Director General, Nigerian Chamber of Shipping and member WIMA Nigeria. Women in Shipping and Trading, Western Nigeria, represented by the association's president, a former Director, Nigerian Ports Authority MPA, also a member of WIMA Nigeria. Nigerian Chamber of Shipping, represented by Director of Administration, Mrs. Vivian Chimeze Adzubike, member of WIMA Nigeria. Other stakeholders include the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, the Nigerian Maritime University, Okeren Koko, the Nigerian Navy, Merchant Navy, the League of Maritime Lawyers, amongst other stakeholders.
We can't be talking about cabotage without talking about shipbuilding in Nigeria. So we want that to be put in the bill and also be clear. We should be clear on shipbuilding and the importance of having support, since we may not have all the capacity, but we have support from international bodies to assist us in shipbuilding.
For the Cabotage Act, the underlying principles was to broaden the scope of participation of indigenous ship owners and indigenous actors in the maritime field. This week has been a week for women, International Women's Day. And it is not by accident that a legislation that was supposed to be reviewed 5 years after 2003 is only being undergoing the process of amendment when we have a woman as the chair.
The Chairman Committee on Maritime Safety, Education and Administration, Right Honorable Linda Chuba Ukpeazu, assured stakeholders that their submissions will be reviewed, which will guide the committee in either repealing, amending or enacting the bills.
I thank all the stakeholders here for staying with us and helping to enrich our legislation. So thank you so much.
In the same vein, the president of WIMA Nigeria, Mrs. Rollins McFoy, alongside executives and members of WIMA Nigeria, paid a courtesy visit to the Chairman Committee on Maritime Safety, Education and Administration, Right Honorable Linda Chuba Ikpeazu, in her office at the National Assembly to brief her on the activities and achievements of WIMA Nigeria. The president, Mrs. Rollins McFoy, also made tangible requests to the chairman on needs of the association.
We do a lot of seminars and trainings for our members, and also for secondary school and universities, to enlighten them in this about this industry. Each time we do it, from the post, we give them certificates, we pay for hall and all that. It has been an issue. So one of our plea is that we would like to have a secretariat. All other women in all the other nations, when we visit them, we visit their secretariat. But we don't have a secretariat. We don't know if Ministry of Transport have some houses that they are not using in Lagos. We would be glad if we can have one and use as our office. We will also be glad if we can be given a seaside to be an office space we can construct. 2, we would want to also have a vehicle, like a bus, that we can use to do some other things that we want to do, or to convey people or schools or in all our trainings. 3, one of the things I manifested in my manifesto was that we cannot be a maritime organization without showing it. We would like to buy a ferry to ease transportation in Lagos, so that we can use, and then because we have capable hands, the ferry will be managed and even piloted by women. We have them. They are working in several other ferry companies, so why can't we just take them up? By the time we are able to get funds for ourselves and generate funds, then we won't be going cap in hand, because it's not really nice to be going cap in hand. We need to be equipped. If we have a place we call our secretariat, we can also rent it out. All the places we go to, it's people that own them. We pay 500, we pay 1 million, we pay 300. So if we have a small secretariat like that, then we can rent it out when we are not using it. We can have women office there. Then we are generating funds, and then we will do more, and then we will not beg anymore.
In response to the submissions of the WIMA president, Right Honorable Linda Chuba Ikpeazu applauded the association for the achievements made and assured the association of her support in meeting the demands of the association.
I thank you for being here, and I thank you for what you're doing. This is an NGO that you're using to help women, so we have to see how we can all come together and help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll see how we can come together and help, because when you develop a woman, you've developed a society. Yes, and that's really, it sounds like a cliche, but it's truth. That's the truth. Yeah.
Women in Maritime Africa, WIMA Nigeria, is an advocacy maritime association to empower and support women in maritime in a bid to break the barriers in the industry and enable women compete favorably with their male counterparts. In achieving this, all hands must be on deck.